As a therapist, I know that if I remain surface, I will never get to the beyond the surface of why you think the way you think. Okay? And I know imposter syndrome starts beyond the surface, deeper than the surface. Poor self-esteem, poor self-worth, and then they normally have a fear of being found out. It's just this way of a psychological mind game. And what it is a really control or manipulation. Who taught you that? Who taught you that you weren't adequate enough? Who taught you that you weren't accepted? Who taught you you weren't good enough? We normally see this with people who suffer with perfectionism. I've got to be perfect. I got to get it right. It starts in home environments. Poor disbeliefs, poor toxic beliefs. Before you know it, if you're raised by someone who was raised by someone who had their trauma, their parents had trauma, and they've never done that work, that repeated generational trauma pattern continues. And people will say, no, just read your scripture, read your word, and you'll be delivered. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. It's deeper than that. I'm sorry. It's deeper than that. There's layers to you. It didn't happen overnight. And it's time to be real with self.